What's going on YouTube? Bent Crypto giving you a video. It's going to be on VoidBank and what I think about VoidBank. So stay tuned for that. If you're not already in my Telegram groups, Greenhouse, Decentralized Minds, check it out. Links for those channels are in the description below. I'll also leave the links for all the information that I go over. You should see a link in the description for that. All right. Moving forward, Void price shot up from about, I believe it was at 2.9. Shot up 1 Tron. I actually went over 4 since the anticipation of VoidBank. So VoidBank works a little bit different than the traditional liquidity pools that we're used to that Void introduced to us. So here what we do is you would input or you would add liquidity with Tron, right? And then you have a pool share, a share size, your share of the pool, basically. Then you have, you know, BTT, you have Frag, and then you have Boss token, and then you even have USDT. You go in, you put in your Boss token, and then you're going to be getting Boss and Void as basically rewards. Now, VoidBank works slightly different, and if you get a chance, this is the beta, so you can test it out with small funds and figure out how it works. So what I've noticed is I put in a little bit of Tron, and what happens is each let's say each coin buys a certain amount of share based on its value. So here you can only buy 10 at a time, I believe. I know it's 10 Void. I'm not sure if it's 10 for everybody else or every other coin. So if you spend 10 Tron, you're going to get 1.9 shares. If you go here and you spend 10, you're going to get 7.7 shares. All right. So, and so forth. It's going to be like this for the rest of the pairs. So what is different is you're going to earn from all of them. So that's the twist. That's what's making this very, very interesting, is the fact that I didn't put it in, I didn't have any, I mean, I have 21 cents USDT, but I never used it. I didn't buy any shares with it, and I'm collecting earnings from it. So that's what's making things interesting. I don't even think I used any Frag to buy shares, and I'm getting Frag rewards. So it's gonna be, I really want to see how this ends up, because if there's a lot of whales that are going to enter into this just because they might have 100,000 Tron in here, they're still going to get Void returns, they're still going to get Frag, they're still going to get Boss and USDT. So that is something that's going to be wild. And then what's even a further twist, now, when you entered into the liquidity pools on VoidDefi.io, you had to put in a certain amount. Like, so let's say, for instance, we're talking about Boss. I have Boss in here, and you put in, you have a limit. So there's a limit, 1,000 Boss. That's what the limit we're at right now. So we can't put in any more than 1,000 Boss. What happened to my Void? Is that a typo? Oh no, I withdrew them because I was preparing for VoidBank. So you have a limit. So if you have if there's limits on how much Void you can put in here, so let's say it's 400, 100, whatever the case may be, that's more transactions, right? Also, it's better for a stable growth, right? As we've seen with the liquidity pools. So if they do institute another limit on basically buying shares per pair, isn't that going to be more transactions to burn Void? Void burns at 3%. It's already, I believe, has passed Frags on the remaining total supply. So if the word of VoidGlass, VoidBank made Void jump up over one Tron. Imagine what's going to happen when it's released and people have to buy Void to get, you know what I mean? There's more aspects to this. So let me show you the actual diagram of how your funds, if you enter, get placed. So there's a 20% entry fee. That's why if you put in 10 Void, you are getting back 7.7 because of right here. Let's do the math. So there's a 3% burn that you have to take in account of, and then also your tax for getting in. So 20% entry fee to get into VoidGlass, 11%. So right here, I'm going to go over it. So 11% goes to the VoidGlass div pool. Then we have here instant 5% instantly distributed to VoidGlass users earning, 1% referral bonus, 1% instantly distributed to the matching Void liquidity pool. So that's also another key, great factor, 1% platform's fee. So here is the diagram. You can get access to this diagram so you can do your research. Please know what you're doing, because you didn't get, I mean, you can get crypto for free, but I mean, majority of us got Tron by using fiat. So fiat is your hard-earned money. Know what you're doing with it so that you can make the best choice for your portfolio. All right. So I'll leave a link to their announcements. I'll get it up for you. I'll show you how it looks. So I'll leave a link for their announcements. I'll leave a link as well to their Telegram group, but all the information is here, so you don't have to go through a whole bunch of messages. So you can go straight to here. You can check out the math. It's right here. So there's Void Treasury as well, where they're gonna fund like a million Void. That's gonna be another interesting thing. Void Treasury will have 2,500 Void for sale with a twist. So make sure you understand this stuff. Check it out. I'll leave a link for this, and then when I further investigate and get a better understanding myself, I'll do a video. Make sure you subscribe to that so you'll get that information. If you need anything, like I said, make sure you join Greenhouse, Decentralized Minds, and I am Bent Crypto.